What's good, Taurus? TT is here with a channel message for the Taurus Collective. If you guys are new, welcome to our love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If you guys are returning, welcome back. Before I get into this channel message, you guys, let me just clear this space and the energy, okay? One second. So I feel like today's message, I gotta wipe this up because it's kind of like all over my table. Anyway, today's message is really it's going to hit different for someone here. Okay, now this could be multiple of you. So when I say someone, I just want to talk directly to the person that is currently experiencing this. So you know what resonates with you. And if you don't, it may not be a season that you're currently in, as we all go through these shifts and changes and things like that. But I'm speaking to a particular person that is, you have this opportunity to love on yourself and pour into yourself in a way that you've never been able to do. Okay. The energy that I'm picking up on with this sacred space card is, I'm seeing the uphill battles, I'm seeing the struggles and the mountains that have had to climb in order to make time for yourself and dedicate solid quiet time, dedicate boundaries and things like that for yourself. And I do feel like there's always pieces that are moving to the puzzle. You may be that person in everyone's life that when you're not the one making things happen and taking care of all the responsibilities, nothing gets done. If you're not the one making the plays and doing things for other people, it's like, unless you're doing it, Taurus, nothing gets done to the certain standard that you know it could be at. It's like everyone slacks off the moment that you're taking quiet time to yourself, the moment that you're putting yourself first. Every other area around you starts to act like they don't know how to keep the shit running smoothly, or things fall apart when you're not the one doing everything for everybody. So if you are dealing with a particular situation where you're constantly having to defend yourself and stand your ground about how you are trying to dedicate this time to yourself and really be in a position to nurture yourself, love yourself, um, celebrate your wins for once in a while. I feel like there is someone, that person, place, or thing, that is kind of trying to pull you away from that or distract you from having that solitude time to really pour into yourself. Yeah, that's the energy that I'm picking up on. It's like some of you may be experiencing like guilt tripping, where someone's making you feel like, oh, you're always doing this or you're always doing that, or you all you got time for is yourself, or lately all you've been doing is focusing on you. You don't care about us, you don't love us, or you don't love me. It feels like a very tense environment that may give you a headache or make you feel like, oh my god, like I can't take a break to myself, like a mental moment to yourself to recalibrate and think for yourself. Some of y'all could have kids, and your kids may be the ones that are doing it, where you can't even take a shit or you can't even piss in peace without them barging through the door. So there is this energy of healthy boundaries that is required during this time, right? We can tell other people that they need to do this for themselves, but at times we have to fill up our own cup. It's so much easier to tell someone else how to have healthy boundaries and to tell other people what they need to do to take care of themselves, but it's really hard to maintain that balance for yourself when your boundaries are always being pushed over, your boundaries are always being looked over, um, and then you're in a position where you have to defend yourself from being told that you are a bad parent or a bad lover or a bad spouse. Like there's just this energy of like you need to be able to release, right? to release the old emotions, release the old feelings, have that purging energy. No matter if you're male or female, we all have to have that outlet. And I feel like many of you going into a solitude space or being alone may be an outlet for you. So you don't like blow up on people and like go from 0 to 100 real quick. And I think like someone around you, if they're not doing this already, they may do this whenever you're guided to this reading, is just trying to make you feel like you don't care. So someone's gonna have like a cry for attention. You don't care, you don't want to love me. I feel like someone's working on your boundaries, trying to get really close to you. Because if you see here, like she's aligned and she's in a whole nother dimension, but there is still the grid that she sits under and that mountain peak that she's searching for. And it's in alignment with where she's going and where she wants to be in the future. Okay, looking up ahead, I feel like there's some wisdom that spirit wants to give you. For some of you, oh shit, someone may be trying to get you pregnant. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. You need to be in this transition period right now where you're focused on yourself. Universal energy brings you opportunities and blessings because you're giving birth to an idea. You're giving birth to um, a business. Some of you may be giving birth to a business or a creative idea, or you're just receiving downloads about some really creative ideas. And I feel like everybody else can take care of their self for a moment. You know what I'm saying? While you get some shit off the ground, it's okay. And for some of you, this may be like you've been neglecting your self-love practices. For some of you, you've been neglecting your self-healing, and you've been really pouring into everyone else, whether that's through socializing, having a great time. This may be a new relationship for some of you, and you may start to feel like I love this person, but not at a detriment to myself. I like spending time with this person, but there's some helpful steps, tips, and ways of doing things. There's some needs to be some order here, for sure, so things don't become chaotic. Okay, if you're in a relationship, you may need some to create a sacred space and go to that sacred space frequently so you can be grounded in yourself, and that way your emotions aren't overspilling into your partner, or you're not accusing your partner of certain things, or vice versa. Some of y'all, this may be just a time where you're on your menstrual and you need to sit your ass down and have a V8. I don't fucking know, because you got a lot of rage or emotions pouring through you, and somebody may be really trying to push the limit when it comes to you. For others of you, I am picking up this energy. It's like a lot of messages, y'all, so bear with me. That's channeling through me right now. um like someone's like trying to use energy to, like, come on, like this person's not even really using words. I'm just hearing someone that's kind of like trying to push up on you in a way where they just sit closer to you. You ever notice that when you're like a person just sit closer to you and closer to you and closer to you, to eventually you can't even tell where their energy begins and your energy ends? Or if you're too close to somebody, you may start to feel like because they're tired, you're tired, but you think it's your energy, but they're kind of like harnessing your energy. So that may be another thing as well. So creating a healthy boundary is what you're going to be practicing. If you haven't already, this is kind of like what Spirit is saying. Um, Whoever you are, you don't like to deal with conflict. You avoid it at all costs. You don't like to argue. You don't like to rock the boat. But the only way to get you to learn, or the only way to learn about healthy boundaries, is through working with opportunities to instill those healthy boundaries, right? So I feel like someone is pushing your boundaries, but it is a way for it to work for you rather than work against you. Now, this will require some type of perspective shift. As annoying as this person or this season may be, either you're gonna be extreme and walk away from the situation, or avoid it entirely, which is another version of extreme, or or you're going to be centered and be grounded in yourself and say, no, I don't have to move. I'm having a vision right now of you exercising your right not to have to leave a particular location or leave or move out. So some of y'all this may be about a home, right? And you may be exercising your right to stay in this home. Maybe someone's trying to kick you out and you're like, no, I have a right to be here, you know? Wish your heart's desire is ready to come true. 35, 53 may be significant. Red nails may be significant. You could have red nails. I am picking up red nails. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So right now, you're in this energy of achieving personal goals. This is about to be your setup for your breakthrough, Taurus. I don't even know how to explain this. Marriage. You're in a relationship with your self-love practices. You're in a relationship right now with spirit. Spirit has you in it, in God, like in their arms, like you're in spirit's wings. You see this owl here? So this is confirmation for me where spirit is saying you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love in this sacred space that you're creating for yourself. You also are receiving spiritual messages and great wisdom that's going to be found during this period and this transition. It's like one thing is going to happen after another, and you're going to watch yourself transform like a butterfly. Okay, so if you're in a relationship with spirit but you're married, or you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, they're going to feel neglected. If you are in a relationship with spirit and you're not in union with your person, you're going to notice that they're missing you like crazy, and that's because you're in a spiritual cocoon going through your metamorphosis, right? Whether you're single or with someone, Spirit wants to prepare you for the reality of other people going through symptoms of separation anxiety, symptoms of separation, guilt tripping, and all that type of energy that's about to be in this current transition in the collective energy. hmm And the reason for that is because when Taurus takes their energy and they put it into themselves, into their spiritual practices, into their own sacred space, and in their relationship with their God and their internal north node and their compass, everyone that's been kind of depleting you, Taurus, is going to have like a shit kicker's fit. They're going to have a tantrum. Like, there is no other way to see this. Justice at the bottom of the deck. I'm seeing like multiple people have tantrums. um so spirit is giving you this reassurance for whenever you're guided to take it, like it's not personal. They don't want you to take it personal either, but you got to do what's best for you. Okay, and if you don't have any standards at all or any boundaries, then everyone will walk all over you. So this is also a learning experience for you as well, Taurus, for you to establish healthy boundaries, that you don't have to when someone says I need you, Taurus, does not mean that you have to drop everything that you're doing to see what they need from you. Six of Pentacles, that's a lesson that you're learning right now. um and you too matter. It's like I matter too. And it's not a reflection. I feel like there's this energy of extremists. It's like, well, you don't care for me anymore, Taurus. You don't love me. um you used to support me, you don't support me anymore. I'm hearing wham wham wham. It's like someone's called a wambulance for these people. Six of Cups. I remember when you used to really care. I remember when you used to really be into this before all of that spiritual hoopla shit. There's a lot coming up here, you know. Maybe you are a Taurus and you enjoy being single and you enjoy having enough to go around for yourself. Just because you have the resources doesn't mean that you have to share it with everyone all the time. How you share that, your spirit is going to tell you do this. Your spirit is going to tell you do that. Um, and that's what this attunement is happening right here, because you're going to find that you're saying no to some things, Taurus, honey child. You're going to find that you're not really as you're not really as, whoa, Taurus. You see how in one of these pictures the bird is feeding all the babies, and then you have a house over here, you got the plants, you got money trees, you have, what is that, graduation. All right, this may be like a graduation, so you have a lot of things that you want to do, and there's a lot of conflicted questions coming up. Some of you may be coming up real mysterious during this time to a lot of people. You may notice that because you're not as available or not as open to extending your energy right now, that they want to start arguments and they want to pick and they want to like accuse you of things. And the objective here is to trick you into um, responding. Yeah, seven. It's a deceptive trick that's coming up right now, Taurus. Some of y'all may be married to someone that does this to you, where they start little nitpicking arguments just to get you to get emotionally invested in the situation. And it's to kind of like deceive you and slow you down, because when they project to you, Taurus, that you don't care and they point fingers at you, you have this tendency that Spirit's showing me of desiring defending yourself. 7-7 here. So you could be 77, you have 777. So the divine is here saying, you've already done this lesson over and over again. You know this person's tricks. You know what they do when you try to set up boundaries and you try to draw the line. They try to they try to deplete you energetically. They try to get you to do small little favors for them to let them know and reassure them that they care. They kind of start breadcrumbing you a little bit by little bit. Um, as a way for them to pick your brain, right? Open you up. They feel like this is a force. I feel like you have placed your heart in a safe space, and that safe space is in yourself, right? But you won't give anyone the key to open it up. So it's almost as if someone is trying to pick the lock that you have created to keep this part of your heart safeguarded. I'm seeing someone like Jimmy a key. So someone is trying to finesse a situation for them to sculpt the key, and unlock your heart manually. So that's called forced entry. This is also a magician trick that manipulators like to use called backdooring, where they try to intercept your thoughts through going through your, like, skipping talking directly to you and trying to project those thoughts and emotions into your subconscious mind, and then once you speak it back to them, it gives them some type of affirmative or confirmation that you received their input. Okay, so temperance, this is spiritual. This is not spiritually aligned with the Tower card. This is a process that is not the spiritual way. With temperance here in the Tower, um, it's pretty much, spirit is pretty much saying, like, every time you or someone else or whoever is doing this utilizes the spiritual realm in this way, it's gonna always break up. It's gonna always fall apart. It's not gonna be consistent. It's gonna always be, well, if you do this, then this will happen. If you don't have the patience, well, this will happen. It's almost as if is written and designed that way as a protective mechanism. But with temperance here, this is spirit. 10 of Cups. This is your happiness. This is your happy space, your happy place. Um, and your heart is where you should feel most safest, right? Your heart's desires should never be overthrown for the sake of someone else's desires, to try to manipulate or control you to do anything, or to force your hand to make, you know, giving you two ultimatums or two choices. This is like someone saying, um, I don't like what you're wearing, so you can either wear this or you can wear that. The truth is that there are more options that you can choose from, but because that person has assumed control and has given you only two options, your mind is perceiving only those two options, but there's a third door. Something like Spirit is saying there's a third door. No matter how much they want you to believe that there isn't a third door, there is a third door. The World card. Damn, we got the devil and the. Yeah, this is what you called a control tactic. This is the Hierophant, the devil. This is a corrupt leaders. This is corrupt spiritualists. This is corrupt teachers. This may even be a corrupt marriage or someone that wants to indoctrinate you into their belief systems. No matter what, it's not sanctioned by your spirit and your spirit guides. So every time this person tries to do it, it keeps getting control alt delete, control alt delete. And then they get mad and they try to create chaos and shit in your life. Seven of Swords, they'll lie to you, or try to like stalk you. This is also stalker energy. Clarify this World card. I don't know. I'm getting this energy of utilizing other people to create havoc in your life as well. We have Justice, yeah. So this cycle is gonna repeat itself until this person learns the hard way with the Seven of Swords. Okay, this person refuses to learn and take the divine wisdom, so this person's going to continue to learn the hard way because they refuse to spiritually attune and align themselves with that source, um, and have unconditional love, which is the card that we saw earlier. This is a period of unconditional love. If you unconditionally love someone, you want to see them be successful, right? You want to see them hang out with their friends. You want to see them enjoying their life. It's not to make love, not war. You want to respect their boundaries, right? You want to see them go far in life. You want them to put themselves first. Ace of Cups. You want them to have their self-love practice as a priority before you. So this is kind of like what is happening right now is you're going to have to stand your ground because I'm seeing you go out and have some fun and you're spending a lot of quality time with friends, soul tribes, um, and I feel like your communication online or who you're talking to, you're being observed or watched in some capacity, and it's stirring up some type of jealousy in somebody that feels as if you are over investing in something that's not them. And so they're going to try to have a little, they're going to try to make things harder for you. You're going to notice that little things that they normally would do to try to make the day easier, that they're just extra more combative and they're just doing extra things out of the ordinary to fuck with you. Okay? Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you. And it's because they're jealous and they feel as if they are not welcomed here, and that you're going to realize and see that this person's behavior isn't an investment that you want to continue investing in. I'm seeing the Death card here telling me that this is going to be a breakup or an ending here, and this breakup and this ending comes from someone trying to indirectly speed you up, make you move faster. They're trying to project themselves and insert themselves into your dreams to try to force your decisions and create worry, panic, fear, and delay you. And then if that doesn't work, they're going to try to make a sexual advance at you and pursue you and chase you. And but it's all of it is their possessive nature. This person has a possessive quality about themselves that they refuse to work on. Um, and so they're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't even know that was going to happen. Or I didn't even hear you say that. You know they're lying. A part of this energy as well is this person doesn't like that you can see them for exactly who they are. You can see their manipulative ways. You know the truth. So you are always going to be a threat, right? And I feel like a lot of this is about, because if you look here, she's looking down. She's not looking head on, which means that 777 is all over this reading. So the angels are with you. What you need to know is just because you catch a rat don't mean you got to tell them that you know they're a rat. You know what I'm saying? How has that ever worked out in the past? Just because you know how to, you know a person, all their telltale signs, all it is them revealing their hand long enough for you to be able to place a boundary there. Um, with every conflict, there is a resolution because someone is definitely relying off of their memories and what they're used to you, how they're used to you responding in order to trap you, in order to, they feel like you have a tendency to fall back into the hands of a particular person as long as they're the closest to you or the nearest thing to you. And someone's hoping that you fall in the right lap and they can, some of y'all, they want to get you pregnant or they want to get in on some type of business that you're doing. They want their name on it. And so always watch the people that want to sit the closest to you all the time and listen. A lot of these manipulation tactics come from being good listeners, and they listen with a way, in a way to pretend like it's because they're just trying to support you or care about you, but objectively is to see how they can invest in you so it can come back around into investing in themselves through you, which is a user. So you got some users out here trying to, put in on this investment. You are a hot commodity right now, Taurus. I feel like we need to get some financial cards because a lot of this, it looks like with the Six of Wands, there's some success here. We have Master. What? I'm telling you, you're about to see someone show you so many different emotions and flip the script on you. Master how you handle your thoughts and emotions on a daily basis as a successful entrepreneur. The reason why this person is coming in to show you all of, their many faces is for you to be able to master. Think of this one person as being like so shapeshifty that if you had 6 angry customers, you would experience all 6 angry customers in that one person. It gives you an opportunity to practice how to conflict resolution with these people, right? But instead of practicing with 6 people, you can practice with one person or one angry client, one angry customer, one angry troll, one angry anything. Build, because I'm telling you, you're building something, Taurus. Build your email list and nurture your audience by staying in touch. Last card. So you're in a worker's energy. A lot of these cards are talking about you working something, which is telling me 3 of Wands that you are in the process of taking this time out to care, to create something, because you need to balance, build, and master. So these are 3 major areas of your life that you're currently manifesting with. It says manifest amazing business results by staying in balance. Work hard, but take breaks to get back into ease and flow. Feel the joy as you work. So be sure to enjoy this time. And I feel like right now, be a sport is in reverse because someone is going to come towards you and they're going to want you to help them build something. And they're going to start saying things like, we don't have fun anymore. We used to be a team. We used to be a partnership. We used to be together. And now you want to do all these things by yourself, right? Let's say you want to go to the gym by yourself. This person's going to be like, you don't want to spend time with me anymore. Let's say you're working on your fitness goals by yourself. You're going to just notice that that this person is always trying to cash your etheric energy coins out by draining your energy, okay? You are being asked to have more fun or focus on being a team player. You could be a great at any sports career or in the field of health and fitness. Improve your finances by considering working as a team or doing collaborations. Now that's in reverse, okay? Now, and when I said that that's in reverse, I feel like it's in reverse when it comes to mastering how to handle these situations. So when you get people that want to, family members, friends, anyone that wants to collaborate with you, this is your baby, right? Would you give your baby to anyone in their hands that haven't washed their hands yet? Right? When a baby is just being born, half of you won't even take them out your house because they can get dirty or catch sicknesses from other people. Treat your business like that baby. That's what Spirit is saying. And the people that do want to collaborate with you, they're going to appreciate you the right way. They're going to collaborate with you and want to see you succeed. And then you have developed your unique voice. Then get your messages out to your ideal audience. Consider starting a podcast or radio show. So we have broadcast here. Collaborate, appreciate. Okay, the people that are meant to collaborate with you are going to appreciate you for taking this time for yourself. They're not going to need you. See how both of them are working on things, but they're not talking to each other? There's no need. You see what I'm saying? Because we're working, we're doing. So there's that energy. Last card. Last call for alcohol, child. Fragmented energy. Yeah, you're going to need all your energy to get something done here, babe. Yep. And then you have to understand, you can tell people right now about what you're working on, what you're doing. They're going to be jealous. So don't even bother. That's what I'm seeing here. You're going to get the message that it's time for you to detach and go through this metamorphosis. Okay? So with this person, they may tend to like to get you caught up in you said and he said and she said. Wop the wop the rock. Okay. Let go of the need to be right. So even if you know that you didn't do something and you know that you're not combative and you know that you're the right person and you know that you're good, wop the wop the wop. This person's objective is to get you to start defending yourself. I would never do that. I'm not even that type of person. How could they say that about me? It's a distraction. It's the oldest trick in the book. Now I got you distracted and I'm slowing you down. So let's get you a closing message, you guys. Let's see, Spirit, let's use this as a closing message. We're going to use a book divination. So we have... All right. Be gentle. Tap into your natural sense of empathy and explore how you can best support others. Be sure to balance your own self care and caring for others. So, this is that balance that we're talking about. Okay. And then we have if you make a difference, if you've been touched by someone's plight, trauma, or tragedy, do something about it. Transform feelings into action and make someone's day better. So, let's say you are a reader or there's something that you do, you don't want to just let that energy sit in your body. You kind of want to journal about it, um, make something good out of it. You see what I'm saying? And that's the form of transmuting or transmutation. You want to take the feelings into action. Even if you run or jog, that kind of gets the energy out of your body as well, but get it out of you. And then it says, find your sanctuary. You may have the role of listener and giver. Ensure that you have someone to turn to if you need it. Identify and seek out the people who can provide you with support. So I feel like with here, Spirit is saying for you, Taurus, whoever is connecting with this reading, the most sacred space for you to really connect for support right now is going to be your sanctuary. You're in a relationship, you're in a secret relationship with Spirit, for many of you, and that's because of the Seven of Pentacles is out here. So you need to be able to hear your voice the loudest right now above anybody. So do I feel like it's going to be like that always? No, but definitely it's heightened during this time for whatever reason. All right, Taurus, sending you lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. Until the next one. Bye.